Welcome back to Soda City Live. Purchasing your first home may be a dream, but it could also be a nightmare, but it doesn't have to be. Services of Hope Sumter will be hosting a first-time home buyer seminar to help make that process a little less intimidating. Joining us today with more is Doris and Daniel Prescott. They're going to tell us more about the seminar and maybe even some other of the resources that they have that you may be able to take part in. Thank you both so much for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for hosting us today. The seminar will be Saturday, March 22nd at Bible Way Sumter on Camden Highway. It'll start at 9 o'clock and go to 3 o'clock. It is a full HUD certified seminar, which means that there'll be a realtor, there'll be a title inspector, insurance will be there, a mortgage banker, and a certified HUD counselor. Once you complete that 8-hour class, you will receive a HUD certificate that is good for 1 year, which then will allow you to get an FHA loan, which is the lowest type of loan, or a USDA loan, which are the lowest loans or from an interest rate perspective on the market.
Wonderful. And you all have these home buyer seminars or classes, rather, it's a part of what you do with your organization, but you also have some other things underneath your scope of services that you offer as well, including with Food Share. Tell us more about that program as well.
So we just recently became a full partnership with Food Share, and we're so excited to be able to do that. We're soon will make it a hub in Sumter. Once we are able to have that, we are able to bring a really healthy, nutritional type of system, bring it into Sumter, which is great for the community, all of the community.
Mm-hmm. And you also help with financing, financial services as well. You guys really seem to really cover a lot of the things that a lot of people really need help with. You know, home buying can be very complicated, but people want to buy homes. People may not have financial literacy. They don't know how to manage their money, and then they may be in need of other services, like, you know, having the resources or the accessibility to healthy foods as well. Why are these things important to you all?
We grew up in this type of environment where owning a home looked impossible. And as we were blessed to get great college educations and we were able to afford a house because of the earnings that we were making, we saw people at our churches were not able to do that, and people in the surrounding communities were not able. So we decided 21 years ago to start Services of Hope with an emphasis on low to moderate income families, and it grew out of that. Now, what's interesting to us, we're trilingual. We speak Spanish, we speak English, we speak 2 Chinese dialects. And all the classes that we're talking about offering are curated content that you can go to online and take them all self-paced.
And you're not only based in Sumter, you have 4 other states that are, other than South Carolina, that are under your scope as well. Where are the other states?
That is correct. If you called our number and you needed debt management, consumer debt counseling, that comes out of our Arizona office, and it's called Take Charge America. If you wanted to do a reverse mortgage on your home, that comes out of New Jersey, Navicor. If you were say, I want to do something on an Indian reservation, Indian tribes, that comes out of Oklahoma. And then in Texas, we have 3 different locations in Texas.
And you guys are pretty much nationwide. Well, let's jump back into the seminar that's going to be happening this weekend. What are the other things you're going to be focused on? I know you told us who will be in attendance, but what are some of the topics that will be discussed, or some things that you guys will hit on?
The most important things that people are not aware of when buying a home are the different types of mortgage products. Mm-hmm. So we always bring a mortgage banker that will talk about their bank's product, but we also share what products are available through the federal government, through the state of South Carolina, through the city of Sumter, through Sumter County, because each city, state, and county, they have first-time home buyer funds that we can do what's called stacking. We can take the bank's money and we can then stack that city, that state, or that county's money on top of that, which makes your down payment or your home buying experience almost at zero. Then insurance, people are not aware of what type of insurance they need to cover on their home. So that's why the insurance agent. Title, we all know about grandma's house that went to cousin Boo-Boo 2 shoes. So title talks about how to get a clear title. And then I think the most important thing is working with a credit counselor and then a realtor, because people don't know a realtor is there to help them. And we work with certified realtors, realtors in the community, and realtors that have already know from talking with the financial component what you're qualified to buy. And we want to tell the difference between pre-qualified and pre-certified. A lot of folks get the two confused. They say, well, I'm qualified. No, you have how much you can buy or how much can you finance. And we try to give the differential between the two of those, and that's why a realtor is important, and that's why a financial institution is important.
Wonderful and well said too. Lots of great information here. So you know that this seminar is going to be nothing less than what you're getting here. Let's also talk about, who this seminar is for. Do you have to be a first-time homeowner or home buyer in order to participate in this seminar?
No, there's a big misnomer that a first-time home buyer is you're owning your first home. A first-time homeowner is a person who has not purchased a home in 3 years.
Wow.
So that's a first-time home buyer. Or you're recently divorced and your name was not on the title. You're a first-time home buyer. You're a veteran, such as myself. You're a first-time home buyer. And so we try to dispel all those myths that people have about the buying process and about who qualifies and what's the difference between FHA, VA, conventional. Our funders, we go through all of that type of information.
We've even had a lady that was 72 years old. Not able, she's always rented, and she always wanted her own home. This is her chance.
Yeah.
And she's now a homeowner. And that's the great things that I think we're really good at. We're good at holding your hand and getting you through the process and releasing some of that stress would be on you.
Absolutely. Well, we're going to take a look on our screen so that you can be sure to be in the place this weekend. Registration is online. We'll be sure to have those details on our website, SodaCityLive.com. Again, this is happening this Saturday. It's from 9 until 3. There is a breakfast. Get there early. Is there anything else folks need to know before they come? Do they need to bring anything specifically? License, money, anything?
Come, be ready to learn, to take that first step. Stop.
Thank you both so much for joining us. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back with more. And again, we'll have these details later on our website.